reach out to, make the fight. But we didn't know how serious it was. Me and Ryan, we just basically got on the phone. I told him everything I wanted. And yeah, no, I am a competitor. And, when I first started out boxing, when I took it serious and, I was like, this what I'm going to do. I wanted to be, I said, I'm going to be great in the sport. I'm going to be the best. I'm not in here to be, just a competitor. I'm not in here to be just one of the other guys. I want to be the best. I want to be the guy. So it hasn't, nothing has changed. So the world could just see me face it. But, I'm going to rise even higher than I was before.
Now that you're taking care of business, how does you and Devin Haney end? How does that fight go?
A knockout.
45 seconds left, stay sharp, baby.
Bro, I'm real, bro. I'm for real. And put anybody in there in front of me, I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna stop them. Put your money on it.
Keyshawn Davis didn't just win his junior welterweight debut. He sent a massive statement through the boxing world by delivering a savage TKO victory over Jermaine Ortiz. The moment the ref stepped in, Davis didn't celebrate quietly. He immediately pivoted to the cameras and issued a high-stakes challenge to Devin Haney, igniting a firestorm of speculation and sending shockwaves across every social media platform.
You called out Devin Haney. You talked the other day, and I told you what Mickey Bay said about Devin Haney and you fight. I talked with somebody that you might know from when you were younger, Coach Sean from Norfolk, Virginia. He told me, when it come to fighting, Keyshawn Davis is just a mean little dude. Like, you could come, you want to box and do all that. He loved to fight. Now, I asked you this about Mickey when it came to Devin Haney. Now that you're taking care of business, how does you and Devin Haney end? How does that fight go?
A knockout.
It didn't take long for Devin Haney to fire back. Responding directly on social media, Haney met the bold call-out with a chillingly brief message. Keyshawn, let's do it. By giving such a direct answer, Haney proved he isn't backing down and is actually entertaining the idea of this super fight. But Davis wasn't finished. He doubled down with supreme confidence, firing back that he wouldn't just beat Haney, he'd knock him unconscious, insisting he is more than ready for the elite tier of the sport.
Devin said, let's do it. I know he's dealing with some legal issues. I don't know what happened. He said he had to turn himself in, but I believe he tweeted like, Keyshawn, let's do it.
He said that?
Yeah, but he tweeted like something like that. Yeah.
Well, Bill was in my DMs. We already was talking about it, honestly, before he even hit the media. So I know it's going to happen in 2026.
And you're good going straight to Devin in your first fight at 47?
If it make money.
Davis is making it crystal clear. He is not ducking anyone. He's vocal about having zero fear of the big names and is dead serious about his trajectory in this division. He has warned the boxing world that he will stop whoever is put in his path, specifically targeting elite-level killers like Devin Haney, Lewis Crocker, and Dalton Smith. For Davis, these aren't just names. They are stepping stones to prove he is the absolute best at the highest level of the game.
You set your targets publicly on Devin Haney, #1 welterweight by ring, most estimations right now, champion. Why is that? Why Devin Haney? And you have half the amount of professional fights he has. Do you think that's something? There's enough in it for him when he's.
I was 6-0 fighting people with 30+ fights, bro. Stop.
I don't mean it from that. What I mean is
stopping him.
Why is he
stop it? No, I'm playing. I'm playing, bro. Nah, why Devin Haney, bro? Honestly, because he's a star. He's a superstar.
You asking that question. I felt like that's what it was. But go ahead.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, I'm ready to fight anybody. So I'm going for this.
In a scathing critique, Davis took aim at Devin Haney's transition to the higher weight classes. He argued that even though Haney moved up from 135 pounds, he completely lacks the equalizer power needed to survive at 140 pounds. Davis claims Haney still punches like a lightweight and lacks real knockout power, boldly predicting that he would be the one to stop Haney because the Dream hasn't shown he can hurt anyone at these higher weights yet.
No problem against you, bro, but we talking business right now. I will knock Devin out for sure. For sure.
You don't think he's hitting a little harder at 47 than he was at 35 and 40 growing into that weight? That's a no.
It looked like it.
It looked like it.
It looks
to
like
us, Keyshawn.
To me.
Let's see how hard I hit January 31st.
I like it.
Do you think you're already a bright enough star that he'd be willing to take? Because, you know, as a businessman, risk reward. You think you bring enough to the table that he'd want to take the fight? He would take the fight?
Hopefully, bro. I hope he would take the fight. In terms of answering your question, a bright enough star, he's already entertaining me on Twitter and social media and stuff like that. So I guess he sees some money potential in this fight right here. But what I would like to do is I would like to become champion, because that just speaks for itself. Once I come to champion with the table, you can't.
There's deep-seated personal history here. Davis revealed that Devin Haney has never shown him an ounce of respect since their early days in the amateurs. He believes Haney has spent years underestimating his talent, never viewing him as a legitimate threat. According to Davis, Haney has failed to recognize his evolution as a fighter, even as Davis continues to dismantle opponents and climb closer to the top of the mountain.
Situation with you and Dev.
Yeah, I never f with Cuz.
Why?
Because Cuz never f with me.
On what tip?
Bro, it was like times where like, me, I was always around Shakur as an amateur and shit. So Shakur introduced me to Floyd, Devin Haney, all that type of shit. So there's a hell of times I'm around Devin Haney and we 24 fitness, playing basketball, regular shit before niggas became celebrities type shit, or just who we are today. And nigga just never never even looked me in my eyes. Nigga never showed me respect. Like nigga never. Shakur always like, yo, this nigga Keyshawn, this, that, third. He be like, for real? That nigga still a kid. Like he just never gave me my respect.
He sunned you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bitch ass nigga, you know goddamn well, nigga. Now I'm here, nigga. And everything Shakur been saying, nigga, I lived up to it and then some. What you talking about? And he's still like, his father used to, it's crazy because my beginning of my professional career, his father used to be like, oh, the businessman was with you. Like, dap me up.
My man.
And,
so you always was the
Dev,
businessman.
And Dev was keep his face forward and like, damn, I can't get no pat. Like, nigga, we African American. You can't show me no type of love. You're weird.
All right, well, how about this?
So you've been a businessman
Yeah, hell yeah.
since like an amateur.
Taking the confrontation to the next level, Keyshawn Davis publicly called out Bill Haney, Devin's father and manager. He urged Bill to step up and help promote a showdown between the two young stars, declaring himself ready for the move up in competition. Davis made it clear, whether Bill supports the matchup or not, the outcome will be the same. Davis believes he will dominate Devin in the ring and is now demanding the respect he feels he has earned.
But listen, you still got an opportunity when you go handle your business right here, because you know me and you are in the DM, correct? And you know you told me that you would look like an opportunity, and I believe you.
Not Jermaine, now what we doing?
The same thing that we talked about we were gonna do in the DMs before you picked Jermaine.
2026, we doing it.
You promise?
You promise. You the promoter.
Well, I got you. Listen, in the DMs, I got your word on it. All right, just stand on it. Good luck, handle that business, okay? All right.
The growth we are seeing from Keyshawn is undeniable. He's showing a terrifying blend of increased power, tactical discipline, and a killer instinct that was on full display when he stopped Jermaine Ortiz. This was a massive feat, considering Davis became the first man to ever finish Ortiz. Keep in mind, Ortiz is the same guy who went the distance and gave elite champions like Vasily Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez serious problems. Yet Davis ended him, proving his rise is happening at lightning speed.
Davis returned to the ring, stopping Jermaine Ortiz, something that Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko couldn't do against Jermaine Ortiz. Heck, they had tough battles with Ortiz. Keyshawn relatively was in control and made this look easy. All right, let's talk about the first half of this fight. It was a very awkward and ugly fight as Jermaine Ortiz was moving all around, kind of jittery. Something we anticipated Jermaine Ortiz would do. That's kind of how he fights, really awkward type. Keyshawn Davis was like, all right, cool. The jab was phenomenal for Keyshawn. Yes, the power punches through like the first half of the fight were even. The jab was way in favor of Keyshawn Davis. That's how he was able to keep Jermaine Ortiz at range. So when Ortiz tried to come in quickly, Keyshawn wasn't having any of it. Then the second half of the fight, really rounds 8 through 12, Jermaine Ortiz realized, I can't keep doing that. I'm gonna have to just stand right in front of him and kind of box and try and land some shots, because Ortiz did land some shots on Keyshawn, nothing of note. And then when he stood in front of him, man, Keyshawn picked him apart. The jab, the right hand, the left hand, hooks. I'm telling you everything. Keyshawn Davis is back. in the 11th round, stops him with drops him with a body shot, goes to the head, nice right hand. Then you can see on the replay, he looks down, sees Ortiz is covering with his hands up here, looks at the body, sees it wide open, left hand to the body, drops him. Ortiz has to take a knee. Then in the 12th round, Ortiz has an awful left eye, swollen, basically shut. They're like, all right, last round, let's go ahead. Keyshawn, 15 seconds left, does what he needs to do, gets the stoppage, the TKO. Ref says, yeah, no, I can't do it anymore. I can't watch this. And Keyshawn Davis is back. Hey, he called out Devin Haney immediately after the fight. He wants to go up to 47. Already looked pretty big, looked strong at 40, but says, hey, I can go to 47.
Reflecting on his 140 pounds debut, Davis admitted he felt shockingly at home in the new weight class. He felt physically imposing and much tougher than he even anticipated, which allowed him to walk through his opponent's best shots without breaking his rhythm. Throughout the clash, Davis showcased elite ring IQ, managing his energy perfectly while systematically breaking Jermaine Ortiz down. He revealed that from the opening bell, his mind was locked on the stoppage, showing the patience of a veteran to eventually seal a dominant 12th round TKO. Analysts are now raving about this performance, noting that Davis didn't just adjust to 140. He looked like a championship-level force with terrifying finishing ability.
Bro could punch a little bit. I was surprised. I'm like, damn, okay. But yeah, man, I just felt like, I feel like he had a lot of respect for me in the ring. I feel like I was already getting to him in the weigh-ins and press conference. I don't know. I think I just always get to my opponents before I fight. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I just be being myself, for real. And he was showing me a lot of respect in there in the ring. But also, as the fight just kept going on, we both got comfortable with each other, like, all right, bet. So I did feel him actually trying to win, for sure. But, like, after a while, as I kept punching him and as my strength and energy was not going down, he was just in there. So then after like 6th round, I'm like, all right, I got 6 more rounds to go. I'm really about to try to stop you now. You know what I'm saying? Even in the 12th round, I'm like, I'm about to stop you. Like it never left my head. Like, I'm about to stop you. Like, every round, I'm about to stop you. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen.
In a rare moment of vulnerability, Davis opened up about the heavy emotional journey leading into this fight. He confessed to experiencing brutal mental and emotional battles, admitting there were dark nights where he questioned if he even wanted to continue boxing. Overcoming those personal struggles made this win even sweeter. Fighting in front of a massive crowd of 20,000 fans, Davis kept his promise to his supporters by delivering a knockout. He described the victory as a defining dream-come-true moment, proving that faith and sheer determination can turn life's biggest setbacks into a spectacular upward trajectory.
Knockout win in his debut at 140 to cement his status as a top player in the division, and I'm going to turn it over to Keyshawn.
Well, first things first, all glory to God. Jesus Christ for giving me this win. It's been a long time coming, man. From my last fight all the way to tonight, man. There was a lot of twists and turns and up and downs and nights where I just didn't even want to do this anymore. And y'all don't know that half of like how I even got here tonight just to perform. And how I got that knockout is crazy because I always dreamed to get like a 12-round knockout, like 12 round. Like, that was always my dream. So like, to do it in an opponent like Jermaine Ortiz on my return in front of 20,000 fans, that's God, bro. That's God. I feel like he turned my whole career around. And now it's just continue to just keep trusting in him. That he's gonna do even bigger things for me. And I'm here, man. I'm back and I'm better, just like I promised y'all. Also, I promised y'all a knockout and I got y'all.
Keyshawn Davis is leaving no room for interpretation regarding how he views a potential clash with Devin Haney. His social media is buzzing with bold claims, where he has gone as far as saying Haney would be easy work. Davis argues that Haney possesses nothing stylistically that worries him and insists that Haney's lack of power would make for a comfortable night at the office. This isn't just talk. It's a belief fueled by his history of stopping durable fighters that no one else could finish.
Devin Haney. I feel like me and Devin Haney will be it'll be an easy fight for me, bro. Like, super easy, bro. Like, and I know I would stop Devin Haney. I've been saying this, bro, before the Ryan fight, bro. He just don't got nothing for me. He got nothing for me. Like, You don't got no power. You got nothing for me to worry about. Like, what are you gonna do to stop me?
Got you.
And what I got coming with, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he don't got nothing to even stop me. His defense is not that good. I feel like I got better defense than him. I know he fought better opponents than me, so you know what I'm saying? So I gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
But I just feel like I got better defense than him.
His resume tough.
Nah, it is.
His resume tough.
But you gotta realize he fought a lot of guys that was smaller than him too, bro. A lot of these guys were smaller than him, and he was saying it in the weigh-ins, you're too small. You know what I mean? So he knew what he was doing, bro. You know what I mean? So everybody got that.
The trash talk took a sharp turn when Davis slammed Devin Haney for his legal battle following the controversial Ryan Garcia fight. Davis labeled Haney soft for taking the matter to court, arguing that a real warrior should accept the setbacks of the sport like a man rather than using a lawsuit to fix a loss. He even took a shot at Haney's persona, calling him a daddy's boy who has been overly protected by his father and the critics, suggesting Haney hasn't faced the real hardships of the fight game despite his impressive record.
Us seeing Devin Haney doing all of this with a person that had 0.1 estrogen, and we all seen that Ryan Garcia was still in there getting tired. It's like, bro, I'm sorry, there's no other word to put it. You're a excuse my language. That's how I feel. You're soft. You will not take your L's. You a person that been given everything all your life. Daddy's boy, making sure you been straight all your life. And now you took your first loss. I feel like you don't even like.
Oh, he don't have a chin. No, when you get hit and you get up, that's what's showing you have a chin. Being able to get hit and get right back to it.
Did you ever recover from that getting hurt the first time? In the very first round?
I feel like I recovered because I wasn't that hurt. It was more like a surprise.
Like shock.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like I recovered.
What is Bill telling you throughout the course of the fight? What did he have? What type of urgency did he have? What was he saying?
Like I said, I don't want to speak on that too much for various reasons, but yeah.
Are y'all still taking legal action over what he did? Or y'all still thinking about it?